Dez didn't catch it. I'm DeQwan Young, and today we present 10 Super Bowl blunders that made us all laugh. And a big shout out to Andrew Lawall and Prez for suggesting this video. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and join us in the comment section below and let us know what other hilarious Super Bowl blunders we should have included. And the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in the world. Hundreds of millions across the world tune in to watch this historic game. And when we watch it, we expect a good old football game. Not any circus acts or hilarious blunders. But hey, even pro athletes aren't immune from looking like clowns. Grossman's self-sack. Super Bowl 41 was one of the worst ever played. The Indianapolis Colts and Chicago Bears met in rainy conditions, which led to blunder after blunder after blunder. I mean, come on. Rex Grossman was in the Super Bowl, for crying out loud. This blunder on his part summed up how the game went for the Bears.
That's the first sack of the night, and Grossman again can't find the handle. And now the second sack of the evening.
That's the snap. Well, that time again, it did look like it hit the top hand, but it was almost like it was pulled out. And the best thing you could say about the Bears.
Oh, Bears. John Casey's failed kickoff. Super Bowl 38 was one of the greatest ever played. The Carolina Panthers and New England Patriots went blow for blow in a shootout for the ages. But of course, the game came down to who made the first blunder. Unfortunately for the Panthers, kicker John Casey chose the worst possible time to take a penalty.
Here's the boot. Oh no, it was out of bounds. Oh my goodness, John Casey can't believe what he just did.
It may have only been a kickoff.
You see, kickers make that mistake like, 3 times a year? And of course, Casey had to do it in the final minute of the Super Bowl. Tom Brady had a short field, and all day long, Adam Vinatieri kicked the last-second field goal to hand the Patriots their second championship. Wes Welker's Butterfingers. Though most of America hates the Patriots, they rarely get the chance to laugh at them. Bill Belichick's team is too well coached, and they just don't make these blunders on the big stage. Well, most of them don't. With the Patriots needing one first down to ice Super Bowl 46 against the New York Giants, Tom Brady looked for his favorite wide receiver in Wes Welker.
Here comes Brady again, 7 plays later. Wes Welker wide open and can't bring it down. Oh my goodness, with 4 minutes to go.
The Giants went downfield and scored a game-winning touchdown. To thank Welker for his miscue, a New Yorker dumped 8,000 Butterfingers in the middle of Boston. The Redskins failed field goal. Super Bowl 26 between the Washington Redskins and Buffalo Bills wasn't all that close. The Redskins pounded the Bills with a 37-24 victory. However, the blunder of the game went to the Redskins special teams unit, who found an amazing way to screw up a 19-yard field goal.
For the field goal from 19 yards away. And a fumble Rutledge does, and Buffalo comes away. Cornelius Bennett hit Rutledge.
That ball was a good snap. It
Yes,
just
it
went
was.
right through Rutledge's hands.
You're exactly right. It's still 0-0.
Good thing the Redskins won. It would sure suck to lose a game because you couldn't make a short field goal. The Colts failed trickery. The Baltimore Colts were 18-point favorites against the New York Jets in Super Bowl III, and nobody but Joe Namath gave Gang Green a chance to win this game. The good news for the Jets was that they didn't have to play great to win. They just had to watch the Colts self-destruct.
Of the play, however, was the fact that Jimmy Orr, the primary receiver, was standing all alone within easy reach of the end zone. Morrill did not see him and threw instead down the middle, where Hudson intercepted.
The Jets pulled off a 16-7 victory, and the Colts, well, they gave us this great laugh. Steelers failed equals Vikings bigger fail. The Pittsburgh Steelers faced the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl IX. It was Fran Tarkenton going up against Pittsburgh's iconic steel curtain defense. The game had its fair share of blunders. In fact, the whole game can be summarized with the second half kickoff.
Roy Gerella slipped and squibbed his kick along the rain-soaked polyturf. But Viking veteran Bill Brown, number 30, couldn't handle the wet kick, and Pittsburgh had the biggest break of the game. The ball in great field position.
The Steelers would score a touchdown on the drive and ran away with a 16-6 victory, all because a mistake by their kicker led to an even bigger blunder by the Vikings. Jackie Smith's career-defining drop. Jackie Smith was the greatest tight end of his time. The only thing missing was a Super Bowl ring, so the 5-time Pro Bowler signed with the Dallas Cowboys in 1978. Sure enough, Smith and the Cowboys reached Super Bowl 13 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Dallas trailed by a touchdown late in the third quarter. Cowboys quarterback Roger Staubach found Jackie Smith wide open in the end zone for an easy touchdown.
and 3, Dallas at the Pittsburgh 10. Roger back to throw, has a man open in the end zone, caught, touchdown, drop!
Smith dropped the easiest and biggest catch of his life. Dallas had to settle for a field goal, and they wound up losing by 4 points. Though you have to feel sorry for Smith, the drop and flop in the end zone was pretty funny. Billy Joe Dupree's untimely fall. Super Bowl 12 between the Dallas Cowboys and Denver Broncos was never that close. Roger Staubach and the iconic Doomsday defense were far too much for the Broncos to handle. When all was said and done, the Cowboys pulled out an easy 27-10 victory. However, the blunder of the game went to Dallas tight end Billy Joe Dupree, who missed the easiest touchdown of his life.
Ball still at the 8. Fake to Pearson. Throw by Staubach and falling down in the end zone is Billy.
What is it with Cowboys tight ends making mistakes in the Super Bowl? Maybe Jason Witten should be happy that he's never played in one. An imperfect fail. The 1972 Miami Dolphins were gonna do it. All they had to do was beat the Washington Redskins in Super Bowl 7, and they'd be the first and only team in NFL history to complete a perfect season. Miami led 14-0 with just over 2 minutes left. They brought on kicker Garo Yepremian to ice the game. Instead,
by Garo, he tries to throw a pass, deflected in the air, grabbed by Bass, 40, 35, 30, he's gonna score, 15-10, 5, touchdown.
Luckily, the Dolphins held on to win 14-7. They capped off the perfect season, but as for Yepremian, he gave us a Super Bowl blunder for the ages. Leon lets it get away.
Was celebrating a little too early.
It's a sack by Jeffco, and fumble, and Leon let picks it up to the 40. Oh, look out, here he goes. Here comes the 10 to the 20. Go Oh, Leon has it knocked out of his head. It's a fumble. He had it knocked out of his head.
So Leon Lett is still being laughed at over 20 years later. But at least the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. This is DeQwan Young signing off. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.